I think of generosity as living out my discipleship. I'm seeing more and more discipleship and stewardship and generosity a whole. And the more I understand that and lean into discipleship, the more stewardship of T cubed, like time, talent, and treasure, the proverbial, becomes and moves from duty to delight.
For me, generosity is a heart attitude that thinks about the things that come into my life as things that I can give back, or really to find others to give them to. So it's, for me, it's is my heart looking for places to be giving or to be taking. And that could be financially, it could be in relationship, it could be in an organization. Am I consuming, or am I investing and filling up other people's lives?
Well, I mean, God has provided everything that we have, and we always look at it like that. Every single day we know that all our gifts and grace come from God.
Jesus, I want you to continue to free me from self-reliance, to free me into trust of you, that all I need for energy, stamina, time, and financial resources has already been provided.
My viewpoint really changed to say, God wants us to give. He wants us to invest. He wants us to stay engaged. And so I think that early idea about it's an equation, it's a specific number, changed to, is your heart open to what God's asking you to give? Are you available?
As a younger person, you might think, I'm going to miss this when I give it away. And as a more mature person, you realize you don't miss it or need it.
We haven't really lived a very traditional life. I haven't had a traditional employment history. We've been entrepreneurial and started businesses. And so when money comes in, it's like looking at it as a pile of opportunity to say, what can we give this to? How can we give this away? How can we invest in our church and our community? And so it's not transactional anymore for me. It's just part of a spirit of saying, this stuff moves in and out of my life, and I'm just kind of diverting it.
And thinking back to my own experience of tithing, and just the idea of just starting and at whatever amount you can. It's not about the amount, it's really about the giving. And then from there, you get to learn about it. You learn that it's joyful. You learn that you don't miss it. You learn that you can grow it without an impact, right?
I grew up in a pastor's home, so we were there all the time. You got a dime, you gave a penny, kind of thing. And honestly, it was, for many, many, many years, just what I did, a duty. Fully devoted follower means it's a delight.
The call to uncommon generosity is the thing that's really captured me lately, the word uncommon, and just the realization that I can't do uncommon on my own. I can't do that consistently. Be better than my neighbor, noticeably better than I was yesterday, consistently. So to me, that call to that means I've got to start with God, 15 minutes in my favorite chair, and center myself so that I hopefully reflect Him.
I really don't own anything. Everything's been given to me by my Creator, who also sustains me today. So in essence, I'm here to be of service to Him and to give Him honor and glory. And so therefore, it made it easier for me to understand that even though, if we talk about finances, yes, okay, I may have worked, I may have earned, put in the hours and all that. But then I began to realize, okay, but who gave me life to be able to do that? And so when I began to realize that, then I said, it's not really mine. It's really His. And so now I'm charged with that honor and privilege to make sure I use it the best way in which gives Him honor and glory.
Something in our character and kind of how we were designed to be giving people. Generosity, to me, it's really just kind of giving of what you have. It's sharing yourself, your time, your resources with others. it's sort of I guess the opposite of being kind of selfish. I mean, it's just being kind of outward focused in your orientation.
God really does use every single little bit of who we are, what we've done, our experiences, and then wherever He has us in the moment is just sort of the culmination of that and sort of the perfect use of everything that we are.
We're always looking for more, and it's like not sometimes just the simple things. That kind of basic, fundamental, sort of simple need that you can meet, and that just always kind of still needs to be there. It's like the gospel. It's like grace. You don't sort of say, oh, I've graduated from grace and now I'm on to sort of higher topics. Like, no, you always get back to that sort of first love. And I think that's true with a lot of our giving, that we kind of chase after things and sort of forget. It's like, no, we still need the church, on Sundays, and that all of this kind of can grow after that, but we have to kind of take care of the fundamental too.
I have been on an arc as I reflect back on my stewardship practices, my giving. And the arc in my personal journey has been from obligation when I was young, something I had to do. And then later it became simply a routine, reflexive action. But then I've grown and matured into a place where it's the result of just deep, excited gratitude about the gifts God has given all of us and me. And when I was able to leave that scarcity mentality, all of a sudden I felt so free and liberated, because we have an overflowingly generous God. What's this scarcity stuff? It is just not true.
When you give it for the right reason, because you've understood His love for your life, it's just there's no word for it. It just feels so great.